And welcome back to RealAg Radio. It's now time for a product spotlight with ALPINE. We're talking to Chad Wonchulanko from Alberta. Hey, Chad, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
Yeah, it's great to have you here on the show. So today we're going to talk about maximizing fertilizer efficiency from a micronutrient perspective. So let's start right there. Talk about how micronutrients play a role here in establishing a macro response within the plant.
Well, micronutrients obviously very important in plant uptake of macronutrients. They're kind of that last key element or last key little bit of fertilizer that we can add at very small amounts or lighter amounts or lighter rates, and they go into the plant with our starter phosphate right at seeding time to be used as the plant needs it in very efficient use rates.
So, Chad, when I'm looking at ALPINE Microbolt, what are some of the things I need to consider when it comes to effectiveness and how I apply it, things like that?
Well, first thing I would say is, definitely look at soil sample results. And when you're looking at foliar applying our micronutrients, tissue samples are also a very good indication of what micronutrients you might be lacking or what might be low in the plant or in your soil. And then, a good indication you'll be able to make a good choice on what micronutrients and what crop you're using it for and what the best response is going to be on that crop.
And when you're placing it in furrow with an ALPINE phosphorus starter, this all kind of comes together to create that balanced approach when it comes to making sure your plant is healthy.
It does. And again, the real importance is using the right micronutrient with the right crop and using it for specific things, whether it be boron, canola, or zinc to help with early seed germination in cereals. And again, just that ability to put finite amounts of micronutrients in with our starter G22 is the best way to get maximum plant efficiency or seedling efficiency to utilize those tiny amounts of micronutrients.
That's a really good point on not all micronutrients, or I should say not all crops respond to certain micronutrients the same, right? So really understand those relationships to make sure that you're just not throwing money away.
Yeah, micronutrients are kind of that last piece of the puzzle, I always say. They're a very important part when you're looking at maximizing your whole fertilizer efficiency program. But when you think of micronutrients, that's kind of like the little bit of the finishing pieces or the last little balance of your fertilizer program, essentially, and it can really tweak and finish off everything you need for the plant to utilize everything properly. It's a good old Mulder's chart. When you have certain things lacking and certain things in excess, micronutrients can help play that role in balancing everything out.
Yeah, that's a good point. You don't start with the micros. You start with the macros, and those macros, once you have that base and a solid macronutrient profile, then you're able to use those micros to push yourself over the edge, so to speak.
Yeah, again, it's that last kind of exact little bit of fertilizer requirement or that last little piece that will push you over that the level or push you to the end. And as well there again, you're talking about foliar applications. Micronutrients play a huge role in when you're looking at what is lacking or maybe what needs a little bit of an added boost to just finish off that plant or help it through to seed set.
Chad, if somebody wants more information on ALPINE and their list of products, where do they go?
You can definitely go to our website and find a district sales manager in your area for a wealth of information and definitely get you set off to answer all the questions that you have about our products.
Chad, thanks a lot for joining us here today on RealAg Radio.
Thanks, Sean.
Make sure you check out that ALPINE website if you are interested in some of these ideas around maximizing fertilizer efficiency. We'll be right back on RealAg Radio right after this.